Welcome to the Essential Spirituality channel, where we explore all things related to spirituality, religiosity, and especially those things that are driven by data. Studies published by the National Institutes of Health show some very interesting findings, especially about social media and multitasking. The conclusion normally is that both these activities can really hamper our productivity, and this is especially applicable to the workforce and to students. An article on Business News Daily, for example, tells us that US businesses lose upwards of $650 billion annually on a distracted workforce. So, in this frenzied world where we're so easily distracted and are always short on time, where in fact our attention spans have been unfavorably compared with that of a goldfish, what can the ancient wisdom of Sufism tell us? How can it help us to live a more aware life on a day to day basis? To find out, watch this video in its entirety, subscribe to this channel as well. And with that, let's begin. Sufi practices are quite unique in that they combine a variety of different practices from other spiritual paths. So, for example, if you think in terms of the yogic paths and yogic literature, there are four main ways to achieve the final goal of divine realization. The first path is the path of knowledge or jnana, which starts with contemplating that which is real. The second path is that of meditation or Dhyana, and it works on developing a thoughtless, beatific state. The third path is that of karma, or action without expectation, or non-action, or actions which are done selflessly. And finally, there is the path of bhakti, or devotion to an object of devotion or deity. Now, to keep this video short and to the point, let's just say that a Sufi combines all of these four paths into a single method that is very universal. But hopefully, we'll have a video out pretty soon on how those four paths work as well. Now, one simple way to incorporate this in your life is just to keep a little bit of time aside to engage in this practice. And you can do this irrespective, again, of your belief system. You could be an atheist, a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist. This is a very universal practice and very useful too. But before we begin, some prerequisites. First, try to be by yourself. This does not mean that you need to be in some lonely place in the middle of nowhere or in some cave on a mountaintop. It can simply mean turning off your device, sitting by yourself, and during your daily commute, and perhaps a public bus or some kind of transportation. Just be physically comfortable without being lax or falling asleep. Ideally, try to maintain a straight back. And that's it. Just don't practice this while driving. That's not a good idea. So now let us begin. As we said earlier, sit upright without any distractions, devices, no chit chat, no books, nothing, no headphones. And then just breathe. Breathe deeply, taking in the air into your lungs, and then, as far as possible, holding your breath when your lungs are full. Next, exhale slowly and fully. You can even do it a little sharply and through your mouth if necessary. For a quick 1-minute guide on this breathing technique, see the video linked above. It covers it pretty well. Next, add a mantra to your breath. This mantra can be anything based on your own background. If you're a Catholic, for example, or Orthodox, it could simply be Ave Maria. If you are a Muslim, it could be La ilaha illallah. If you are a Hindu with a Vaishnavite orientation, you could say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Or even if you're an atheist and don't have any religious orientation, we simply suggest the mantra Hak Tuhitu, which means that which is real is within you and around you. And as you stabilize yourself within, the reality without also is stabilized. Essentially, the idea is to breathe in the mantra, hold it, and then release it. The next step is to visualize. Imagine as you breathe that a light enters you and expands within you as you hold your breath, and then finally, as you release it, it goes outwards. Do this a few times, repeat the cycle, and you should immediately feel some difference. Now, you can adopt this method to suit your own immediate needs, your own daily routine, and to a given particular circumstance. For example, if you're feeling particularly negative or down on a given day, you can start by imagining a beautiful light entering you as you inhale. That energy then circulates powerfully within you as you hold your breath and cleanses the negativity within, and then finally leaves you as you exhale. As you repeat these steps, focus more on the mantra itself and let the breath take care of itself. Don't be too hung up on the breath. You may notice that this takes you a little while, but it takes you in a very deep state of silence. So, that's it. A very simple 4-step Sufi process to center yourself and not lose yourself to all the external insanity that we deal with on a day to day basis. You can do this anytime to relax, to realign, and just to center yourself. Students and professionals can use this technique to move away from distractions on a very short notice as well. So if you have to move from one subject area to another subject area, you can simply perform this breathing technique, this mantra technique, and it'll immediately allow you to go further in terms of being centered and being focused and performing your task at hand with a degree of vigor as well as concentration. So with that, we call this video to an end. Thank you very much for watching it and for staying with us. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and please subscribe to our channel so we can continue to create content for you. Also, if you wish, you can visit us at www.essentialspirituality.org, where we have a number of resources for spiritual aspirants and seekers. Everything from a spiritual types quiz to spiritual readings to a newsletter and free articles and research. Everything provided at no cost at all. So, with that, thank you very much. Salam alaikum and namaskar.